So I've become involved because sepsis is one of those things that people may have heard of but they really don't know what it is, and it affects thousands and thousands of people every day across the world, and a lot of those people that it affects are children actually, and I work with children in my day job, so it's especially important to me, and that's why I feel passionately about supporting the UK Sepsis Trust. I think the more people are aware of sepsis, the better. The more they know what to look out for is only going to help people identify it sooner, get treated sooner, and hopefully improve some of these poor outcomes that we're seeing actually. I think we could do a better job, and especially when it comes to kids, when it can be really, really difficult to identify those that are in serious need of help, I think the more people the merrier. Fortunately, I think awareness amongst the medical profession is growing. That's the result of a lot of hard work by a lot of individuals, including UKST, but we still have a way to go. We could do a better job there, but the greater task actually is informing the public and educating them about what to look out for. I think that's going to be slightly more difficult, but UKST and people like that are doing a really good job of changing that. Well, UKST is actually a relatively small and relatively young charity, but they have already done massive things. They've already changed the game, and they are going to continue to change the game. And I think that's an immense achievement for a charity that is actually just starting out in a lot of ways. And we need more charities like that to raise awareness, not just amongst the medical profession, which they have been fantastic at doing, but also the general public, which they are doing as well. We know with children that they can, when they've got things like sepsis, they may not present with classical signs. The signs of early sepsis can overlap with so many other conditions. And as a medical professional, we always have to have that in the back of our minds, because the sooner we treat it, the better the outcomes. And that's so important that we do that. But at the same time, I want people at home to know what to look out for as well. I want them to feel confident to say, right, something's not right, I need to go and get help and get their children seen. And only when we start doing that are we going to see better and better outcomes. Well, sepsis is a condition that's poorly understood amongst the general public, I would say. That's because actually it's not really one condition. It's the result of lots of different things. Meningitis can lead to sepsis. Like a toe infection could lead to sepsis if it got bad enough. So I think the difficulty is trying to lump all of those together has been quite tricky so far. What we need to do is simplify it, put it into a message that the public can understand, and get it out there. So people need to be aware that any infection can turn into sepsis if it becomes bad enough. So therefore, if you're developing those sorts of signs, you need to look out for them and get help quickly.